Coach Sharon Moskowitz. This time I want to talk to you about recovery and rest and overtraining. So when I first joined the USA Wheelchair Rugby team as their strength and conditioning coordinator, I flagged an athlete named Lee as a potential for overtraining. Overtraining we typically think of as just too much volume or too much training in our lives, and it can be really subjective. But the actual definition of overtraining is the imbalance of proper rest and recovery with training itself, the amount of rest needed to overcome and recover from the training you have in your life. So it's not about one or the other, but the balance of both. The reason I flagged Lee as a potential risk of injury due to overtraining was because he reported to me, and as you'll hear from him shortly, that he really only felt like he had a good workout if he was sore afterwards and if he felt like he had nothing left to give. And part of this means that you are constantly pushing your body to the edge. And with that type of volume, you need a lot of recovery and rest to overcome that type of soreness and work. And often when we push our bodies that hard, we're not giving ourselves the proper rest. And that's where we get into the overtraining scenario. So I asked Lee, in the 3 years that we've been working together, what's changed for him? And this is what he had to say.
I pay attention more to the amount of time I allow muscle groups to recover before really hitting those muscles hard again. Rest days are real critical to sports performance for a variety of reasons. Rest is physically necessary so that the fibers in your muscles can repair, rebuild, and strengthen, and allow your body to make gains and better perform in the future.
So when Lee said muscle fibers need to recover, I want you to remember, muscle fibers aren't just the muscles that you use for a bicep curl. Your heart is a muscle. Your lungs need recovery. Your intestines, everything in your body contracts and relaxes. So it's not just the muscles that you may use, but it's your whole system that may need recovery. Next, I asked him how rest and recovery and the changes in his training may have affected his performance. This is what he had to say.
I like to really work out hard and push myself out of my comfort zone, probably more often than I should. So sometimes I would train without giving much thought to allow my muscles the necessary rest to repair, rebuild, and strengthen. And by doing this, it can end up leading to overtraining and be counterproductive.
Finally, I asked Lee to put it all together. If there is a combination of the different sports sciences that we have available to the team, not just strength and conditioning and rest, that kind of make the full picture of his ability to perform as an athlete. Listen to what he has to say.
Pretty much since you joined the team and taught us about how necessary it is to allow your muscles to recover, especially from an intense workout, I understand how important it is to allow your body to recover. Rest and recovery are an integral part of the equation for great performance. Exercise, nutrition, and recovery are all extremely essential and necessary to continue improving and making gains in your performance.
Well, there you have it. Take it from an athlete that has implemented rest and recovery intentionally and planned to balance out the training regimen that he has in his life throughout the past 3 years. If you have any questions, please reach out to me, Coach Sharon Moskowitz on Instagram. Through there, I'd be happy to speak with you directly. I'd love to hear how rest and recovery impacts your performance and your life. Take care.